Hey folks, how are you today? In typical Wendy fashion, I am messing with my phone again because it doesn't look level to me. So when you give me a shout if it is unlevel to you too. I just drive myself crazy with those things. I do. I'm like, everything's got to be totally perfect. And you know what? No, they don't. No, they don't. Life isn't always perfect, and other people aren't always perfect. So don't convince yourself that they are. If you've never joined me before, my name is Wendy Bassett, and I am the Makeup Motivator. Thank you, Kareem. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. And, you know, I thought today, while I'm going to use some products from that Skintastic special, my Skintastic special for July. My July Skintastic special includes, I think, of rose water. This stuff is like magic. It's just freaking magic. Let's just call it what it is. It's magic. It can help take the itch when you get a bug bite and you're all itchy. It can help take that out. It can help take the sting out of sunburn. It can prime your face, tone your face, and it can set your makeup. It is one of my favorite uses for it is to help it when you're putting on an eyeshadow that has like a glitter or a shimmer like I have on today. And you see how I don't know if you can tell, but I got some shimmer down here. It's because I didn't use it. I should have. I left my bottle in the camper though, and I didn't feel like going out to my camper and grabbing it this morning. Well, thank you so much. And so I didn't feel like going out and grabbing it this morning, so I didn't. And now I have glitter underneath my eyes, but at least remembered a little tip or trick when you're putting a glitter shadow on and you know that you're going to put a glitter shadow on is to put your shadow and then go ahead and do your shadows before you put your makeup on. And what I mean by that, I mean by like your face makeup, your foundation, your blush, whatever you're throwing on that pretty face. Put your eyeshadow on first and then do your face. That way, if you have any glitter fallout, then you can pick it up with your makeup. Maybe. Or not maybe. You can. I couldn't find my little sponge this morning, and I need it. So that is one of the products that's in my Skintastic special for July. I'm doing different Skintastic specials all summer long because I think skincare is so incredibly important. Taking care of that pretty skin. If you want your makeup to, apply the way that you want it to look the way that you want it to, then you need to definitely be taking care of that skin. So that product, that's rose water, is one of the products in my Skintastic special for July. It's a multi-use fun product, and a lot of ladies absolutely love the smell. It does have a pretty stinking good smell. I'll be honest. I think it smells good. Other ladies absolutely love the smell of this stuff, and it does smell good. It's just not in my wheelhouse. I'm not. It's just not a scent that's in my wheelhouse. I still like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I still think it smells really good. For me, the reason I like it is what it can do for my skin and all the different things that you can use it for. That's my jam when it comes to it. I'm more about what it does for my skin than how it smells, which is kind of different for me because I'm a very scent related person. Like, I'm really into scents. Thank you so much, Karim. I'm really very scent oriented, mainly because I have a very scent sensitive head, and you're probably going, what the heck is a scent sensitive head? I didn't realize what it was until until I had one, until I started to get one. I've always had a really strong sense of smell, like a super strong sense of smell. But as the older I get, the more it affects me, the more I have to be careful because scents can give me a headache. The wrong scent can give me a headache almost that fast. Like, for example, campfire smoke. I can sit outside at the campfire when people are, when we're all camping, but I can't stay out there for very long because that smoke will give me a headache. Perfumes. There's so many perfumes I can't wear or be around because they make my head hurt. Deodorant. Like deodorant. Who would ever thought that deodorant could cause a headache? But that is one of my biggest triggers, is the scented deodorant. I have to find non-scented deodorant. Okay, so back to that Skintastic Summer Special. Rose water is one of the products that's in it. Another product that is in it, and you get to choose your shade. is you can get one of our Touch Liquid Mineral Foundations, or you can get our Touch Pressed Powder or a Touch Mineral Pressed Powder. Each of those, you get one of those, you get to choose from one of those three, and then you also get to choose your shade. This is the Touch Liquid Mineral. This is the shade Chiffon. Let me show you it here. This, when they say liquid, they mean liquid. Can you see that? It really is it's super, super lightweight. So if you like a really lightweight, medium coverage foundation, this is your jam. I call it my Photoshop in a bottle. Doesn't take much, 4 drops. And you notice I put that on my hand instead of on my brush. And the reason I did that is that consistency is so very technical way to get off my hand. Just rub it on my face. The consistency of this is like water, and when you put it in the brush, no matter what brush you use, it's going to sink down to the bottom of that brush, and you're not going to get as much bang for your buck if you do that. So I put it on the back of my hand or a glass coaster. Usually I use a glass coaster, but today I thought I'd put it on my back of my hand just so I could show you that you can do that too. You don't have to use, you know, a glass coaster or something to put it on, something that won't be, that foundation won't, you know, like be absorbed into. So that's why like for me, I almost always use my glass coaster. And that's what I put my foundation products on, and then I pick them up with my brush. As far as like this, and I have another product, my BB Tinted Moisturizer, both of those, I put them on that instead of just right in the brush, and then that way it doesn't sink all down and go into that brush and you don't get any bang for your buck. This way, I mean, you still get some, you get more this way. And it does its job better this way. So, that's the second part of that Skintastic Summer Special that I have, the Rose Water. So amazing. Your choice of a Touch Liquid Mineral Foundation or a Touch Pressed Foundation or a Touch Mineral Pressed Powder Foundation. So, one liquid foundation, and then there's 2 different pressed powder foundations that you can choose from. You get one of those in your shade choice, and I've got so many choices of shades. It's crazy. And you get a Rose Water, and then you also get a pressed blusher. Let me pull that out real quick. Let me grab it. This is one of our Moonstruck pressed powder blush or pressed blushers. I love these little bottles. Love these little things. Normally there's a mirror up here, but my crazy butt dropped mine, and I didn't just drop it a little ways because these things are pretty darn sturdy. You have to be like pretty muscular to break one of them, and I managed to. And it pops right out. Like the mirror popped right out easily enough for me after I broke it. Not easy to break, but they don't make them impossible to get them out if you do break them. So you get a choice of one of those, and I'm going to show you that blusher in action here in just a second. Just need to throw on a little bit of contour real quick like. And what I'm using for that contour is my BB cream, my tinted moisturizer. I love it to use as my contour. I love it to use all over my face. Like, it's my jam. I love our BB Flawless. It is, I love it, love it, love it. It'd be a great thing to add to my Skintastic special for July. It'd be like the perfect addition to it. And so, we're going to talk. I'm going to throw that blush on real quick so you can see the last of those 3 products in my Skintastic special for July. And then we're going to talk about what I put as the my description for today's live. And I said, nobody's perfect. That's just your perception of them. And that is 100% stinking true. Nobody is perfect. That is just the way that you see them. And a lot of times I think that we cause ourselves to be unhappy because we see these other people and we think they're so perfect. And you know what you're comparing, what you're doing though, is you're stealing your own joy. You're taking away your own thunder by looking at them and thinking they're perfect and you're not. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reels. You're comparing what they let you see to your everyday, what you consider to be flaws. Probably not a flaw. That's probably also something that's in your head. Nobody's perfect. Absolutely nobody is perfect. Let me repeat that. Nobody is perfect. That's just your perception of them. And you need to quit comparing yourself to them because you're taking away your own happiness. So don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their ticks. And you know what? It's not even, they're probably not even flaws. It's just them. It's just them. It's just you. So quit comparing yourself to other people and taking your joy by thinking that they're so wonderful and you're so not. Because that's not true. That's not true. We all have our own wonderful little aspects to us. We all have our wonderful little skills and personalities and things that we bring to the table. So when you're letting yourself get down on yourself because you think that other people are so perfect and you're not, that's what's a good way to put it without, well, it's bullshit. I try not to cuss, but it is. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is so wonderful that you should compare yourself to them so much that you think worse about yourself, that you think less of yourself. Because there's nobody out there that's, they're not more wonderful than you. They're not spectacular. Yes, they may be a great person, and yes, you want to associate with them, and those are the people that you do want to associate with. The people that you see that you think, oh wow, I really like that personality. I like where they are in life. You know, be around people who bring you up. So be around people who encourage you, who you want to emulate, who you want to be like. You know what I'm saying? But still, they're not perfect. They're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So quit comparing yourself to other people and stealing your own joy, because you're wonderful in your own way. Okay, so I've used other or 2 of the 3 products in that Skintastic special. I used 2 of the 3. I used the Touch Liquid Foundation and I used that pressed blusher. The only one I didn't use is the rose water, and that's because I think it's in my camper. I hope it's in my camper. I don't know where I put it. Which surprises me because I love it. I love it in the summer to put it in to just spray on my face for, like, it's such a pick me up and such a boost. It's wonderful for, like, whew, that's refreshing. And I learned this summer, stick it in your refrigerator. Put it in your refrigerator, especially when you're camping and it's hot. Oh my gosh, even stick it in your cooler. You know, if you have a cooler of water by you, or if you're like my better half, a cooler of beer, whatever is in your cooler, stick that rose water in there and then spray that on your face. It's nice and cold and refreshing, and it just picks you right up. Let it dry on there. Make sure that you go over with your Touch finishing powder with the SPF to make sure you don't burn those pretty faces. Together, combined, they are amazing. And if you notice, I don't know if you've noticed, all my products for my Summer Skintastic Special in June and my Summer Skintastic Special in July, they all go together. They all work together wonderfully. They're all going to take care of that skin. You know. And if you haven't been on one of my lives before, I'm very into skincare. Like, that's one of my top priorities, is taking care of the skin. Which starts, we're going to remind you again. I know I've reminded you before a million times, and I'm going to remind you a million more, or however many more. I know that's a big number. When people exaggerate, it makes it sound like it's not true, but I have reminded you a lot, and I'm going to keep reminding you. Always drink your daily intake of water. The reason I remind you is because I'm so horrible about it, and I don't want people to follow that negative thing that I do. I'm trying really hard. I'm working on it, folks. I'm working super hard on it to make sure that I do. Okay, I'm getting gabby and chatty, and I got to get off to work before the parade starts. I need to get my car downtown before I can get to my office. I hope y'all have the most amazing day. Remember that Summer Skintastic Special? They're all 20% off. It's an amazing deal. Shout me out if you need help color coordinating. I'm your girl. I'm going to help you. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. Until then, be happy, be positive, and always be you. And remember, nobody's perfect. So quit letting that steal your thunder. Bye-bye.